This is Sean. We are back here on this job at the pond where we pulled out those alder bushes, and I want to show you the drainage system they've got. So they've got corrugated pipe coming across here, corrugated pipe coming across here, and look at where they took the outfalls. So there's an outfall right there, there's an outfall right here, and there's an outfall, I think it's back up in there. But all that is doing is taking all that water and just dumping it right here, and look what happens. And so now they have to deal with the water over here, and they've tried like trenching and trying to get it to go and whatnot. And so that's why when I do my systems, I say take the water to where it's completely gone. And so that's going to be a drainage basin, a drainage ditch, the woods maybe, the curb, the street, somewhere where it's completely gone. Now in this case, where is it going to be completely gone? In the pond. So we were talking about where we were going to dump it, and I said the goal today is to fill up the pond with gutter water. And so again, why would you go through all the expense to pipe this over here just to here, and then you still got tons of water to deal with? So take that water to where it's no longer a problem. Now there is that power line, there's power feeding that pole there in that receptacle, so there's power somewhere around here.
Yeah.
But it's probably, hopefully, super deep.
Yeah.
So we don't have to be that deep here because we got such great fall, so I'm not gonna worry too terribly much about it. But just keep that in mind. All right, we're getting this all laid out and sprayed and headed on down to the pond. We got 4 people here today, so we're trying to get this in a half day because some of our people can only work a half day. However you want to do it.
Alright, so what would a Y look like? A Y gonna be like...
Well, we may want to just come straight across here. Yeah, into a sanitary T. And we can make a Y into a combination Y. That's what Corey was trying to do before with a Y and a Street 45. That's like a sanitary T with a little bit more sweep to it.
Okay.
So I like that better.
Okay. So basically just take that and just bring it here.
Yeah, it's not quite going to be straight, but
We'll let Corey...
yeah.
Go.
Right there at the coupler.
Okay, so bring it to the coupler, alright.
It might work.
Worst case scenario, we got a phone call, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I wanted to show you really quickly this corrugated. I don't know if you can see in there, but that pipe is full of water. And so it's also starting to get filled up with mud too. So and this one's already, look at that. Oh, that's not even a piece. So that's why you never want to use corrugated. It doesn't flow, it packs up with dirt and clogs. Looks like we found the conduit for the power going out to that light pole. So it's not very deep. Whenever I run power wire like that, I always use the trencher. Go down 18 inches or 24 inches. But luckily it's in a nice conduit. That's Carflex. And
Very professionally installed.
yeah, Corey didn't cut it. Fernando didn't cut it.
I found it.
deep as I can go.
You feel like you got through it?
Not really, but we'll do what we can.
Oh yeah, it's coming up.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Somebody worked hard on that.
Yeah, they did. That's a lot of concrete.
Mm-hmm. We're working on this second gutter right here, and I just got a little bit crooked right there. You can see that when we got into our Y right here, I wasn't paying attention and that got a little bit crooked. But we got over a full bubble of fall on both sides going down the way here. So that's what's really important, is that this thing's going to flow. No, the drainage pipe.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Somehow we are releasing a ton of water right here, and I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but this just started flowing a few minutes ago, and so there's a bunch of water coming across here, and I'm not sure if when we cut the old irrigation line or drainage line, if there was like a vacuum on it or something. But there's a bunch of water coming through there. I've got a feeling there may have been a suction, an airlock or hydrolock, I guess is what you call it, when you have a pipe that's not vented. And I think when we just uncovered that pipe and opened it all up, any water that was in there is now just getting released. Mm-hmm. This thing is still flowing like crazy, and I think it might be a sump pump discharge. So whatever it is, there's way too much water coming out of here. We are going to hook it into our system. And so I'm pretty sure it stopped a while ago and then it started back up. And it's also clear water. Alright, anytime we see a line like this near where we're going, we go ahead and just grab it and dump it into our system. And so this is another big reason there's so much water over here. So it's a good thing that thing started gushing, because we may have just gone right by it and then had to come back and tap back into our system. We got this corrugated dug out, and you've seen these before. These are the couplers that go from corrugated to Schedule 40. These couplers go from corrugated to Schedule 40, so they go on just like that. And then that will be going Schedule 40 on into our system. That might have been it. The battery's about dead, but hopefully it'll work long enough. Tighten it. All right. Yep. That's how you correctly go from corrugated to Schedule 40 PVC.
That's what we do. We help each other out.
All right, we got this channel drain set, and that's looking really good. And I wanted to show you really quickly. This is called an atrium, and it's the inlet to a pipe. And the idea here is it keeps the stuff from getting into the pipe. But my thought on it is this is going to clog up really bad, and it's going to stop flowing. And if you have a quality pipe that's flowing really hard, any debris that gets in there is going to get washed out. And so that's the philosophy behind my systems. I use 4-inch Schedule 40 PVC, and I invite any debris to get in there, because by setting the pipes, grading really, really hard, the next rainstorm is going to blow out that debris. so they're maintenance free. Yep. All right, we got our channel drain set. We got it tamped down in there really well. We're getting this cleared out, and what we're going to do here is we're just going to regrade some concrete. And so this is in place, it's working. We're just going to grade it with more concrete into our pipe. So you can see right there, we'll get it into our channel drain. And so we've got everything installed now. We're just getting things covered back up. So we cut this gutter, 45 there, Y there. We got this gutter caught, and we've got our 45 there, another Y right there. And we're coming on down, we're falling pretty good, so we've got great fall here. And you can see, this is where all the gutters, their outfalls were all right here. Once the water landed here, it still had nowhere to go. So you're just trading water up there for water down here, when for a tiny bit more work, you can send it all the way to the pond. And so this was, we're thinking it's a sump pump, but whatever it is, it's a good thing it was blowing out water, because that alerted us that we needed to catch it. So we carry all these fittings on the van, and anytime we need something, we just go and grab it. So we got that in there. This gutter, we were going to try and bring it across here, but we couldn't quite get it right, so we brought it across here. Cost a little bit more pipe, a little bit more trenching time and labor, but it worked out better. So that's my goal with these systems, is what's going to work the best. So now we're just heading on down to the pond right here. That's looking really good.
Yes, it is. All right.
You want a little bit more right there, or you think you got it?
I'm going to smack that out a little bit to get it to...
Okay.
Because you want that to be your low end.
Yep. Once it gets in that channel, it should go right in our pipe. Wow, that's going to be a great barrier right across that driveway. We got everything covered back up, and we're getting things seated now. And I'm picking up some trash too. We are all loaded up and just getting a little bit of stuff cleaned up here. We tracked some mud over this driveway, so we're trying to get that cleared up. We are finished with this job. So Corey got this existing catch basin trough thing regraded with new concrete, so that's going into our system now. You can see our pipe stubbed out right there, and you can see that grate goes all the way across. So any water sheeting across here is going to get caught right in the grate. That's going to end up in our system over here, and it's going to be flying down to the pond. So we got this gutter caught, and this whole area was just a mud pit. They were dumping all their water right here, and then the water had nowhere to go. So now we're bypassing all this, and we're taking the water straight to the pond. So all this mud should be gone in no time. The one thing I want to do though is I want to bring in some riprap and do a little outfall here like I normally do. But there's our pipe. So that is now water that's no longer a problem.
Oh, we just got a little bit of concrete.
You got a Pepsi in there for me? I'm back here on this job to check out how this channel drain's working, so take a look. Look at that. That's a lot of water that was once landing in their side yard and front yard there. So that's all water that's no longer a problem. They're still getting a good amount of surface water coming across here, but it's nothing like it was. And this water should flow out of here and not hang around like it was before when the gutters were dumping right there.